Good morning, Emerson. 11 million documents have been leaked from Panamanian law firm Mossack Fonseca and have revealed major international wrongdoing by the firm.
And in other corruption news, the president of Brazil has made her final plea in the face of impeachment.
All that and more today, Tuesday, April 5th. I'm Sean Stackhouse.
And I'm Lauren Fox. We have an exciting show for you today. Erin Crowley will be here to show us some summer gadgets.
Looking forward to that. And then later we'll be joined by Victor Lee, the chairman of Anime Boston.
And now for the top story around the world. What media sources are calling the biggest leak in whistleblower history, the Panama Papers. Over 11 million files were leaked from the database of the world's fourth largest offshore law firm, Mossack Fonseca. The documents, which reveal the law firm helped some of the world's most powerful people hide money in secret offshore accounts, were obtained by a German newspaper, which shared them with the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists. Among the wealthy politicians, athletes, and business leaders with ties to these accounts is Vladimir Putin. Although the Russian president's name is not on any of the records, the names of two of his closest friends appear on the transactions in a convoluted $2 billion trail. Putin is one of 12 national leaders whose close associates are known to have been using these accounts, and many FIFA officials are also under investigation. While having an offshore bank account is not illegal, they can be used to hide money transactions and avoid paying taxes. The firm has dozens of offices all over the world and has been investigated for money laundering in the past. Sean, this is going to be really scary to see who else has ties to these accounts. Already there are reports of 143 politicians that do, including Putin. And that sounds pretty illegal to me.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where this goes for in the future, because as over 11 million documents that were leaked over the past 40 years, there's a lot that can be discovered out of that. So it'll be interesting to see where that goes.
Absolutely. And now we go to Chloe Thibault with the latest on the crisis in Brazil.
Thanks, guys. Here are today's developing stories. Brazil has been caught in recent political turmoil with the slow revelation of economic corruption. President Dilma Rousseff currently faces impeachment charges in Congress after her administration revealed about $20 billion of subsidized loans from state-owned banks. This upheaval began 2 years ago when investigators discovered a plot initiated by Rousseff's predecessor, Lula da Silva, within the oil company Petrobras. Contractors had paid executives nearly $3 billion in bribes, and this money was then channeled into the campaigns of Brazil's governmental parties. Nearly 40 politicians have been jailed so far, and Rousseff has denied any wrongdoing, instead blaming Brazil's negative economic state on global troubles. Brazil is currently in one of its worst recessions ever after unemployment rose to 9.5% last week and wages fell to 2.4%. 1 out of 5 Brazilians is now out of work, and the country may be facing threat of a depression. This nation is trying to inject money into the economy to spark demand. However, $5.9 billion of spending must still be cut to arrive at the target goal. Closer to home on Sunday, an Amtrak train crashed here on the East Coast, killing 2 and injuring 35. This vehicle was carrying 341 passengers when it ran into a backhoe on a track near Chester, south of Philadelphia. The 2 people killed were construction workers who apparently did not move from the tracks when the train was approaching. The impact of this crash caused the lead engine of the train to derail, and consequently, the first car was severely damaged with a torn roof and broken windows. Passengers relayed the experience, stating there was a lot of debris in the air as the train approached this area, possibly due to construction or high winds. Officials will continue to look into both mechanical and factors that may have caused the crash. Finally today, also on Sunday, Republicans faced increasing difficulty in North Dakota, where delegate counts remained obscure. North Dakota Republicans chose 25 national delegates, and currently 18 are preferred delegates for Cruz. These delegates are not bound to him, however, so the numbers still remain somewhat uncertain. Presidential candidates now turn to the Wisconsin primaries this afternoon. 42 delegates are available to Republicans, and 86 are available to Democrats. Currently, polls show Cruz in the GOP forefront at 43%, and Sanders leading Clinton at 49 to 45%. Results will be in later this evening. That's all I have for you today. Back to the desk.
Thank you so much, Chloe. Now, do you think that those polls are accurate with Cruz coming out on top and Bernie coming out on top?
Yeah, Lauren, I think Wisconsin's going to be a really big turning point for this election. I think it's something we should all pay attention to today to see what really happens if these two people in second place end up moving closer to first.
All right, well, thank you so much. Now for today's weather forecast. After receiving a surprise April snowstorm yesterday, it will be fairly back to normal conditions for the foreseeable future. Today will be partly cloudy with a high of 36 and a low of 21. As for tomorrow, expect slightly warmer weather as we will have a high of 41 and a low of 35. Lauren, were you able to relax and enjoy that snowstorm yesterday?
I don't know, Sean. The fact that it was snowing, I was not able to relax. I was actually pretty perturbed by that, so we do have to take a quick commercial break. But when we come back, Sean will be sitting down with the chairman of Anime Boston.
Last night's NCAA National Championship game between North Carolina and Villanova was absolutely incredible. Malcolm Kellner will have the recap. Lauren, what are you doing?
I'm getting ready to host Good Morning Emerson, of course.
Good Morning Emerson? What's that?
It's the best morning show ever that's on Tuesday and Thursday at 9 a.m.
Wow, how can I work on this?
Yeah, let's get going. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather.
Welcome back to Good Morning Emerson. Today I'm joined by Victor Lee, the convention chairman of Anime Boston. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Well, to start, you just finished up the convention that was at Heinz Convention Center just a little over a week ago. How was it?
It was tremendous. We had about 27,000 people in the Heinz this past weekend, and we look to keep growing.
That's awesome. So what are some of the events that take place at this convention that people can expect?
Oh, we have concerts from artists from Japan, but our centerpiece is the masquerade contest.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about that.
So our attendees basically plan for the better part of a year. They build costumes, they come out on stage, do skits, they compete, and they get judged on craftsmanship and creativity.
So who was the winner this year? Who'd we see?
Oh gosh, there's so many winners. We judge on craftsmanship, we judge on technical merit, and we judge on basically how well they perform in their skits. But I really couldn't name the single winner since we judge on so many different criteria.
Now, this is such a major event. You must take an extremely long amount of time to plan this. What has the process been like trying to get ready for the event that took place just over a week ago?
Well, we pretty much start planning immediately after the previous event concludes. So we're already looking at 2017. But we have a trip planned in October to Japan to look at bands and other voice actor talent, and we look to bring those guys over to Boston.
So we can expect to see something even a little bit different next year?
Absolutely. Our theme is retro, so we plan on looking at the history of anime from the 60s, 70s, 80s to up through today.
Now, how long have you been part of this organization?
Well, back since I had hair, so I want to say 2002. Our first event was 2003, so I've been with Anime Boston throughout its entire life.
And how have you seen this convention grow to what it is today?
Well, our first year was at the Boston Park Plaza Hotel. We had about 4,000 people. That was actually capacity. The fire marshal told us to shut our doors. We are now at 27,000, so we've grown tremendously over the past few years.
Now, you've seen this growth. Where do you expect to see this in 5 years? Are you going to have to move out of Heinz Convention Center to someplace even larger?
We love being at the Heinz. We love being near the mall. We love being near the T. It's just a great location. We plan on expanding into the surrounding hotels, and hopefully we'll get more function space that way.
Now, how are people going to be able to get involved? When is this going to be in 2017?
We're going to be in early April in 2017, but folks can get involved if they want to volunteer. We'll have staff applications open over the course of the next few months. And of course, you can always look on our website and see when registration opens.
Now, if somebody wanted to get involved, it's easy to find out this website as well?
Yes, it's www.animeboston.com.
All right, well, I thank you so much for joining us this morning. We're now joined by Malcolm Kellner, who has the details of last night's finale to March Madness. It was a thriller.
Thanks, Sean. It sure was. This year's NCAA basketball tournament has been one of the best ever, so it was fitting that last night's championship game would be an all-time great as well. Let's take it to Houston. We pick it up with just 30 seconds left. Villanova up by 3, so North Carolina needs a quick bucket. Marcus Page misses the open finger roll, but somehow gets his own rebound in traffic, puts it back in to make it a 1-point game. So after 2 Nova free throws to go back up by 3, Page gets the ball again with the game on the line. He takes a desperation 3, and he hits it to tie the game. Are you kidding me? Let's take a look at the replay here. Ball nearly gets stolen by one Nova defender. Page double pumps in the air to get past another one, maybe try to draw a foul. He somehow gets the shot to go. That's enough to even impress Michael Jordan in the stands. So only 4.7 seconds left for Villanova. Ryan Arcidiacono dishes to Chris Jenkins for the win. Bang! He wins the game at the buzzer. You cannot be serious. So we look at the replay. You can see the amazing pass to find the open man, perfect stroke, and the buzzer going off with the ball in the air. Jenkins, wet ball nation. Villanova wins its first title since 1985, and Twitter breaks due to an overload of Jordan crying face memes. But what an unbelievable game to cap off a year of March and April madness to remember. The Basketball Hall of Fame will be adding 3 legends to its halls this year. Shaquille O'Neal, Allen Iverson, and Yao Ming all helped revolutionize basketball in unique ways and will headline the class of 2016. Shaq was larger than life on the court and continues to be off the court. The 7'1" center may have been the most dominant big man of all time, winning 4 championships, an MVP award, and finished 7th on the NBA's all-time scoring list. Allen Iverson was about half the size of Shaq, but what he lacked in height, he made up for with an incredible skill set and athleticism. The 11-time All-Star is the only player 6 feet or shorter to average at least 20 points per game for his career, finishing with an incredible 26.7. Yao Ming didn't quite have the cumulative numbers of other Hall of Fame centers, but his cultural impact as the first NBA star from China helped cement his legend. Yao was an 8-time All-Star before injuries unfortunately shortened his career. All 3 players, in addition to WNBA legend Sheryl Swoopes, coaching great Tom Izzo, and famous owner Jerry Reinsdorf, will officially be inducted in Springfield this September. Greg Hardy continues to dig himself deeper and deeper. The former Panthers and Cowboys star defensive end still remains unsigned well into NFL's free agency period, likely due to his baggage from a domestic assault arrest and reputation as a bad teammate. But instead of owning up to his arrest in 2014, in which he allegedly threw his former girlfriend against a wall, choked her, and threatened her life, he continued to deny he did anything wrong, despite pictures being released of his accuser with brutal injuries. In an interview with ESPN's Adam Schefter yesterday, Hardy said, quote, "I've never put my hands on any woman in my whole entire life." Ravens wide receiver Steve Smith responded in a tweet afterward, writing, "So I guess she tripped on the carpet or something." Gotta love Smith calling him out there, but more importantly, Hardy needs to own up to his actions. The NFL is famous for granting second chances like to Mike Vick, Pac-Man Jones, but not to players who have shown no remorse at all for what got them in trouble in the first place. If Hardy wants another shot in the league, he needs to man up and accept the incredibly unmanly things that he did. For the Boston Red Sox, opening day could not come soon enough. After 2 straight last-place finishes, an overhaul to the pitching staff, and an improving young core, the Sox and their fans were rearing to go for what they hope will be a bounce-back championship season. Well, they'll have to wait one more day, as rain, snow, and freezing temperatures canceled the opening day matchup against the Indians in Cleveland yesterday. So opening day will be today now, with Boston's new signee David Price and Indians ace Corey Kluber, 2 former Cy Young winners, set to square off at 1 p.m. As luck would have it, the arch rival Yankees were also rained out yesterday, so they will have their opening day redo today against the Houston Astros. That's all I got for sports today. Back to Lauren and Sean.
Thank you, Malcolm. Now we go to Christina Guessferd, who sat down with We the Kings.
It's so great to be here with you guys.
Thank you so much. We're glad to be here.
So you guys are currently on your tour from here to Mars. How's it been going so far?
Good. Fantastic so far. It's like probably the 10th or 12th day. We're losing count. Starting to get one of those ruts, right? Trav, what do you have to say about that?
This is our first time in Boston in 2016. So there was a long segment that happened before the interview where we were all getting acquainted, and so that just needs to be said.
So do you guys have any crazy or interesting stories so far?
Not really.
It's
It's a bit of a different vibe. Everybody is either engaged or married except for me.
Why did you assume that she was talking about like sexual like craziness?
Did you not want any sexual answers? Okay, well
No,
let's
it's totally
pull it
fine.
back a little bit. So the
Well,
other
it's
day
fine.
I ordered pepperoni pizza, but I got sausage, and I was like,
You got Hawaiian.
"What? Come on now!" And that was pretty crazy.
Oh my god.
What he means to say is that the reason that it hasn't been as crazy as possible is because actually on this tour we've been doing so much press, and the drives have been pretty far, with the exception of like last night, just New York to Boston. That was actually our shortest drive of the tour. But if like bus calls directly after the show, then we don't really get in too much trouble.
It's been a little while since you guys have toured, since going on the Warped Tour in 2014, and then the short Florida only tour. So what can you tell me what you guys have been up to in that time?
We've been really busy with doing college shows, so there are actually shows that we can't announce to people because they're private shows to that college specifically. But
People will
the
show up
fall
anyway.
of 2014, the spring of 15, the fall of 2006, what year are we in?
16.
The fall of 2015. So the fall of 14, the spring of 15, the fall of 15. We were literally probably played
On planes all day.
like 100 different
all the time.
campuses, and it was awesome because we actually didn't really get to go to college too much, so we were living vicariously.
What is it like getting back out there and headlining for a North American tour?
So this tour is different and awesome because we brought out lights and crew and everything like that. So we are putting on this show that is kind of tailor-made for every venue that we're playing. So for tonight, for example, there's a giant disco ball, and there's a song that we're playing that I played at my wedding for my wife that I wrote for her. So we're gonna like light up the disco ball, and it's gonna like recreate our layout.
What does the set list look like for this tour? I know that you guys just came out with Strange Love, so is it mostly from that album, or are you guys thinking into
We like to do a variety of all 5 of our albums. So for instance, you're going to hear a couple from our debut self-titled album, then from Smile Kid, Sunshine State of Mind, Somewhere Somehow, and Strange Love, all mixed in together, as well as the story of tonight. Hey, what's up? We're We the Kings.
We the Kings, Dan and Travis, and you have been watching the Emerson channel. Good morning, Emerson.
Good morning, Emerson.
Yeah.
Channel.
Good morning.
This month, Philadelphia Mayor Jim Kenney will implement a soda tax in the city at 3 cents per every ounce, making it the highest tax of its kind in the country.
Public health researchers originally proposed this plan to reduce the consumption of these sugary beverages so closely linked to obesity and diabetes. Kenney says his soda tax would raise more than $400 million over 5 years. This would fund the promise to bring the city universal preschool and other educational related causes. So what do you guys think? Do you think people will actually support this for the children?
You know, Lauren, I think it's an interesting topic because on one hand, this could really help bring in the revenue for supporting pre-K schools. But at the same time, there is a big issue because soda has been linked to obesity. And I don't know, soda should go up about 60 cents per bottle. So I don't know if people will want to pay this extra money for something that Americans consume so regularly.
Yeah, I think whenever people add more money to something to gain money, instead of asking for donations or advertising like, hey, this is what we need more money with, but adding a tax, I think the only thing it does is just make people want to buy it less or want to not really attribute anything to it. it's also such a big health risk, because I used to drink soda a lot when I was younger, and it really wasn't good for me. And it's something that doesn't make any sense to help the children, but be something that could be a very bad health risk to them.
And another thing is, it doesn't necessarily promote the idea that you have to drink soda. A lot of what they're doing is really trying to take something that is already being used and put it into another cause. See, where I think that this could be very helpful is there's a major market for soda and other soft drinks. That's something that is almost guaranteed to be consumed no matter what, the same way that something like alcohol or cigarettes have a tax for them in other parts of the country. I think it's sort of trying to say, this is something that we can profit off of, we're not encouraging it, but if we can tax it, we can put it to something for a better cause.
That's true.
I think Chloe too has a point where if we're adding more money to something, there's no guarantee that we're going to come up with this expected revenue. Plus, who's to say, if there was a soda tax in Massachusetts, I would get my orange soda from New Hampshire, So I think kind of imposing this tax in one city is kind of unrealistic, although Berkeley, California has done this, and they seem to be doing pretty well with it.
So they're basing it off of something that we have previously seen. Do you think that if it's successful in Philadelphia, it could spread to the rest of the state and maybe all around the country?
Yeah, I definitely think that's possible, that it would spread. If there shows good profit from this tax, it's very likely that we could see this in other states as well.
Yeah, it could maybe even expand to taxing other consumer goods.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have to take a quick commercial break, but when we return, Medina Shehi will rejoin us and have the latest news on Taylor Swift's new music video.
Wow, our debates are on fire. Oh no, why did I say that? Oh no, I'm on fire still, it is so hot. Why have I done this? Oh no, I'm still on fire, but one speechless on the Emerson channel. It's really good and full of action.
Welcome back to Good Morning Emerson.
Entertainment reporter Medina Shehi is here with your full iHeartRadio Awards recap.
Good morning, everyone, and here's what I have for you today. The iHeartRadio Awards have happened, and I'm here to tell you the winners. The Song of the Year went to Adele's hit Hello, which was obvious. Best Collaboration went to Bruno Mars and Mark Ronson's Uptown Funk. Taylor Swift won Album of the Year with her album 1989, Best Female Artist and Best Tour. Justin Bieber, on the other hand, won Best Male Artist. Best Hip Hop Song went to Drake's Hotline Bling. Pitbull won Best Latin Artist of the Year, and Chris Brown won Best R&B Artist of the Year. Iggy Azalea also rocked the night with an amazing performance of her new song, Team. Calvin Harris won Best Dance Artist of the Year, and Taylor Swift had an emotional reaction to his win. There she goes again, taking someone else's shine. At least it's your boyfriend's shine. Taylor Swift showed off her adorable quirkiness in a new workout video spoof. She showed off her rap skills there. This singer partnered up with Apple to make this music ad. Here Taylor sings alongside to the famous tune of Drake and Future. She got so into the song that she tripped off and completely fell off of the treadmill. It was actually pretty funny because I can relate it to myself. Maybe this was Taylor trying to show off that her rap skills are better than Adele's Nicki Minaj tribute on the Late Late Show with James Corden. I guess Taylor always wants to be the queen, but we can all agree she takes the crown of awkwardness. Kylie Jenner's lip kits have created a lot of buzz. She has sold out her releases in mere seconds, and it is all over social media with makeup artists and bloggers. She has now created new lip glosses in the successful line of lip products. She came out with a music video to show them off where she is very promiscuous, acting as a thief. Her site crashed after her launch because so many people were waiting to buy her glosses. However, one event made her lose some of her shine. She recently harshly told a fan, a little girl who only wanted a picture, to not touch her, and that video went viral. Take a look here.
Hey Kylie, please, are you excited about the possibility of being on a
Please, don't touch me. You're gonna eat me, please.
Oh, getting a little overzealous.
Kylie made a sort of apology statement after this, saying this little girl came into the restaurant after and they took pictures and had a nice talk. I guess Kylie might be a little too famous for her liking. Every year, Google does an April Fool's prank. For 2016, they created a button that would attach a gift to emails with Minion King Bob dropping the mic. A very crucial scene in the Minions movie, my favorite scene actually. This led to the sender not being able to receive emails from the person they sent this gift to. This created a lot of conflicts and ruined some people's lives in a sense. Google even had to post an apology statement. Google, just stop pranking people, including myself, rely heavily on your site, so making glitches and being annoying is just not okay. But what do you guys think about this? Tweet us at GM Emerson and a retweet might be in your future. Well, that's all I have for you today, and let's get back to Sean and Lauren.
Thank you, Medina. We're here with Erin Crowley, who is here to show us some summer technology.
Good morning, you guys. Today I have some great early spring, early summer technology gadgets I think you guys are going to like a lot. So right off the bat, why don't we start with a photo with my Insta-X camera.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
GME. Wonderful. So how much do you guys think this camera runs for?
I don't know. Like, it's got to be like 140?
Much cheaper than that. So although it is a little bit expensive at the $50 to $60 price range, you know, I really recommend this camera. It's so great for those summer adventures when you're out late at night or at the beach, and it's just a lot of fun to capture that moment.
Yeah, it's nice, and it's like a classic style Polaroid camera. And eventually we'll be able to see that.
Yeah,
How long does it normally take to develop?
1 to 3 minutes. It kind of depends on the lighting, but we have great lighting here in the studio, so it should not take long at all.
This is a bargain. I have friends that have, you know, cameras for about $150.
Yeah, this camera works great. One thing about it, the film is a little bit pricey. You can get a value pack, about 50 sheets for $35, or you can get for around $13, 20 sheets, which could really last you an entire summer if you made it work.
Wow.
And next I have the Jet Setter cordless rechargeable flat iron. And be careful because this is on, but would you like to try it out?
Oh, I could do some touch-ups right now. Just keep going, Erin. I'll just fix things up right now.
Yeah, so that's actually at about 450 degrees right now, which is a normal flat iron temperature. So you're definitely getting that full quality in there for a little machine. And how much do you think that runs for?
Oh gosh.
I have absolutely no idea.
Yeah, we'll check with Lauren on this one.
I think she's more qualified.
I keep really overestimating the prices of these things, Erin.
I'd say go low, like it's the price is
Okay,
right.
how about 35?
No, so sadly, this one's an upward price of around $100.
Oh, wow.
But I truly think that it is definitely worth it. With that price, you get the heat protectant case for it, which is really important. Say you're bringing it on a picnic, you're bringing it on vacation with you, you definitely want to reduce any risk of fire or anything like that, burning anything in your bag. You don't want that. And it also comes with the rechargeable cord. So it doesn't even take batteries, you just charge it, plug it in, completely cordless, really convenient.
Yeah, this seems pretty convenient. If somebody had to straighten their hair on the go, they can bring it with them. They don't have to plug it in.
Yeah, absolutely.
I could see myself, like, you know, coming to GME, like,
yeah, quick touch up in the bathroom. You do what you got to do.
Yeah, this is awesome.
All right, but you have one more thing for us.
Last but not least, we have the Bluetooth beanie. So, Sean, you want to try that on for us?
I'd love to.
Now, you probably feel the speakers right inside your right and left ear.
Yeah, see them right here.
Right there.
Wow.
Definitely convenient, you know, for those late spring days like yesterday, all the snow. That'd be really helpful instead of headphones.
Yeah.
Keep you warm.
Especially if you don't want to get your headphones wet if it's snowing out, especially in weather like we have here in Boston. You never know what's going to happen.
The headphones are expensive. How much do you think that cost?
I'd say maybe around $40 to $50?
Nope, that was $12 on Amazon, and it is definitely worth the price. You can connect your phone to it and even make a phone call if you want.
Wow, that's an awesome deal. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for you this morning. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Be sure to catch us on Thursday when we will be revealing our Evie nominations, so you really want to tune in then, and have a wonderful day.